Hey guys, Promo1701 here, and today we're going to talk about our least favorite companion from Classic Who and our least favorite companion from Modern Who. It's a nice little discussion video. Starting with Classic Who, my least favorite. Let's keep in mind I have not seen all of Classic Who, especially the first Doctor. I've seen most of the others, but the first Doctor I have a lot of gaps. So this is an opinion that could change, but from what I've seen, which is besides the first Doctor, I've seen the majority of rest of Classic Who, of course. My least favorite's Mel, and I know that's kind of a bandwagon statement, but I just honestly don't really care for Mel. Nothing against Bonnie Langford. It's just she's there because she screams really good, and the fact that her scream is very shrill, I guess that's good. I mean, honestly, when she screams, I'm like, uh, I really do need a special edition with a warning light that comes on. Warning! Bonnie Langford scream in 3 seconds, but I have a feeling that little light would stay there the whole episode. It probably doesn't hurt. I mean, it probably doesn't help Mel that, this era of Classic Who that she's in, season 23, season 24, aren't exactly the best regarded in general anyway. I actually like Terror of the Vervoids, although I still find Mel bothersome in it. The Ultimate Foe, it's really weird since half of it's written by like the greatest writer to ever write Doctor Who, and the other half is written by a couple writers who are not as well regarded. And I still don't like Mel in it. Now, I haven't seen Delta and the Bannermen or Paradise Towers, so they may redeem her a bit. I don't know. She might be less irksome in them. She might be just as irksome in them. Y'all can comment down below and let me know how irksome she is in them. But Time and the Rani, which, let's just be honest, Time and the Rani is not exactly Mel's fault. Time and the Rani's just, it's not good. I mean, it has some good elements in it. The little bat creatures, the Tetra Bats or whatever they're called, that's actually a really good costume design. And I love the fact that Katie just looks like she's having a great time as the Rani, like she's enjoying herself. And I like the Rani's TARDIS. But Time and the Rani is pretty bad, and Mel's just part of the reason it's pretty bad. Not the whole reason, but part of the reason it's bad. Mel's outfit in season 24. I love me some 80s. I do love me some 80s, but her outfit is just, whew, I'm not gonna lie. Of all the outfits I've seen a companion wear, ooh, her outfit's terrible. And it's, again, nothing against Bonnie's acting. I think the writing just doesn't give her enough to do except for scream for the Doctor all the time. It's so one note. This is an example of a character needing to be developed better. More like Ace. Ace had so much character development, and Dragonfire is the best story in season 24, says the guy who's only seen Dragonfire and Time of the Rani, so we'll wait and see on that. But I think one of the reasons Dragonfire is so good is because Ace is in it. It's definitely my favorite story with Mel in it, but that's probably more because Ace is in it. I don't care for Mel. So I'm curious what you think of Mel. Y'all can let me know down in the comments whether you like Mel or not, think she doesn't give enough credit, or think the fandom regards her correctly. Moving into Modern Who, my least favorite companion is Clara. Let me clarify, Clara with Capaldi. I actually really enjoy Clara with Matt. Clara with Capaldi is an example of the opposite of Mel. Too much character development. Way too much. Series 8, a good portion of Series 8 and a lot of Series 9 is spent too much focusing on Clara and developing Clara badly. Whereas I like Clara with Matt when she wasn't as fleshed out. This is an example of a character being too fleshed out. Think Michael Myers. Michael Myers is more interesting when we don't know why he is the way he is. It's when they start doing movies when they try to explain why he is the way he is, and we get things like The Curse of Michael Myers, and it kind of ruins that character. Same thing with Jason Voorhees. The more they try to explain these characters, the less interesting they become. And Clara, to me, is like that. I liked her with Matt when she was a bit of a plot device, some people say, but I really liked her banter with Matt. I think Jenna and Matt had great chemistry together. I loved how they went back and forth off of each other. I would have loved to have seen another season with them together. I would have enjoyed that. The way they started developing her with Capaldi, and it's nothing against Capaldi and Jenna's chemistry, just the characters don't click with me together. I don't mind some of her episodes with Capaldi, but starting with Listen, I think, she becomes really bitchy, to be honest. I'm not going to mince words here. I'm very blunt. I just think Clara acts like a bitch sometimes. Clara acts like a bitch, and the Doctor acts like he's her bitch. Or she acts like he's her bitch, one or the other. That's exactly how it is. She's a bitch and he's her bitch. And I don't like it when the shows put the companion above the Doctor. It's okay for an episode, but not like, again, with Ace, great character development. They really focus, especially on season 26, but you never lose sight of the show is about the Doctor. You know, McCoy is just amazing in season 26. He gets a lot of development too. Whereas here, I feel like Capaldi sometimes takes a back seat to Clara. It works sometimes, like Flatline. I actually really enjoy Flatline. Flatline actually does it right, but Series 9 especially, and Kill the Moon in Series 8, I cannot... Somebody actually mentioned that in the comments the other day. They thought Kill the Moon was an underrated masterpiece, and I'm usually really big on, everybody having their own opinion, and they're entitled to their opinion, but that is one of those rare occasions where I was like, what? I mean, it would be like if somebody told me they thought Power of Kroll was a masterpiece. There are a few times where just objectively I can't look at that and see where somebody else is coming from. No offense to that person. But yeah, Series 9. People were so defending Series 9 to me on my Series 12 video. Series 9 has 3 good stories. You have Heaven Sent, one of the best episodes of Doctor Who ever made, is what it kind of bolsters Series 9 up a bit. And then you have the late 2-parter, which is really good. The rest of Series 9, not good. Sorry, not good. Objectively, I think it's not good. Subjectively, I definitely think it's not good. Somebody did point out to me recently that the first half of Hellbent's pretty decent. When I actually thought about it, the first half of Hellbent does actually have some pretty nice moments. It's after that, it just kind of falls apart. But it just seemed more and more like it was becoming the Clara show. And I would like Series 8 and 9 a lot more if it wasn't so Clara-driven. I just felt like... I wish Clara had left in Last Christmas, because they had a great exit written for her, with her turning out just to be old, and I know that's when she was supposed to leave. That would have been a fantastic exit for her, and I probably would have liked that, but they kept doing these fake outs with us. She's going to leave at the end of Series 8. Nope, just kidding. She's going to leave, at Last Christmas. Nope, just kidding. Oh, she finally died and faced the Raven. Oh, just kidding. What do I have to do to this woman to get rid of her? I don't even care for Face the Raven, because all the emotional impact of it gets taken out in Hellbent when he brings her back. And then Moffat. I love me some Stephen Moffat, but he had to do it. I'm sitting here watching Series 8 and 9 more and more, and I'm like, man, it's almost like they're trying to make her the Doctor. She's trying to be the Doctor. I mean, she actually claims to be the Doctor a couple times. At the end of Series 8, she tells the Cybermen she's the Doctor. In Flatline, she tells him she's the Doctor. She's almost trying to become the Doctor. So what happens in her final story in Hellbent? She gets an extended lifespan, like a Time Lord, but even longer. She gets her own TARDIS like the Doctor. She gets her own companion like the Doctor. I mean, it's almost Clara Who. Oh, wait, what's that line Capaldi says in there at one point? When he goes, Clara Who? Moffat, you went there. You just had to go there, Moffat. Clara Who? Really, you just had to go there. It's so on the nose. I hate Clara. It's nothing against Jenna Coleman. I think she's a great actress. And again, I like Clara with Matt. I love Clara, especially Asylum of the Daleks. She's the best part of that episode. I like the Victorian Clara in The Snowmen a lot. Her and Matt are so good together. It's just from Series 8 on, from Listen on, because I actually do enjoy her first 3 episodes. I love her in Robots of Sherwood, actually. She's good in Into the Daleks, and she's good in The Bells of St. John's. From Listen on, Clara just turns to crap. So that is my excuse me, rant about that. So what is your least favorite companion of Classic Who, and why? Who is your least favorite companion of modern Doctor Who, and why? I always like to know why people feel the way they do about stuff. What do you think of my list? Do you agree with the choices I've made? Do you disagree with the choices I've made? I'd like to know why you feel that way. I always like for people to kind of explain why they feel the way they do. I had somebody in the comments on the Series 12 video. I know anytime I do a video about Whittaker's era where I say anything positive about it, I'm going to catch some shit. Anything at all. Even though I have done a video ranking the eras and the Whittaker era ranks at the bottom, I've done a video talking about why Series 11 is the worst series season in all of Doctor Who. I've done those videos. I did one video talking about why I think Series 12 is underrated. And I get a couple people in the comments just... And one of them, their comment was, what was it? Series 12 is terrible, objectively... No, they said Series 12 is objectively terrible. And that's it. And I'm like, okay. I'm cool if you think it's objectively terrible. Explain. Show me your argument. Give me your argument for why you think Series 12 is objectively terrible. Objectively. I mean, when people throw that word objectively, I expect an explanation. Now, if your argument's going to be Timeless Children, hey, I'll agree with you all day long. Timeless Children's utter garbage, one of the worst episodes of Doctor Who ever made, for a multitude of reasons, which I've already discussed in several videos. But I'm not gonna just trash the whole season over it. I actually like over half of Series 12. I thought was really good, way better than Series 11. So I don't want to get on a rant about that. Sorry, I'm a little kind of running on fumes this week, so my mind's kind of being scatterbrained today. So comment down below and let me know what you think of my choices for worst companions in classic and modern Who, and let me know what your choices are and why you feel the way you do. Other things to do: click the like button, click the subscribe button. Excuse me. Click the bell for notifications so you never miss an alert for a new video. I do a new video every day. I've also got a Patreon page. If you would like to check that out, there's a link to that down below. I do have 3 patrons now. It's slowly growing. I have an entry-level tier at just $2 a month. I have another tier at $5 a month, $10 a month, $15 a month, and $20 a month. These get you access to different things, just depending on what tier level you join at. I do polls. I just finished up one poll. I've got 2 more polls I'm going to be doing. One of them will decide which companion review I do next. I think it's going to be a poll about 4th Doctor companions, which one I do a review on. I haven't got that listed yet. I'm really out of gas this week, honestly. I'm on fumes. And right now, through May, I am allowing even my entry-level tiers, like my $2 tier, my $5 tier, access to stuff that's usually just to higher tiers, like behind-the-scenes bloopers, behind-the-scenes making of videos, outtakes, alternate takes, stuff like that. So if it's something you're interested in, there's a link to that down below in the description. Most importantly, though, stay safe out there, and thank you for watching.